Welcome back to Soulfire Sessions. I'm your host, Lady RiZe, your inner balance architect, joined by my co-host, the wise Devar and insightful Madame Amani. We also have a special guest tonight with us. We have Leo, motivational speaker. Hey, Leo, welcome in.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome.
So it's a joy to stoke this fire with you all. Once again, we had Leo on season 1 of Soulfire Sessions, episode 3, Navigating Those Chakras. And also last week, we navigated the turbulent waters of overindulgence. This week, we're ascending to the control room, the very command center of our lives. The word is a powerful one: mindset.
Absolutely.
Ooh, deep. Is your mindset a fortress of limitation or a playground of possibility? Is it a default setting, or can we as architects totally redesign it? And what if the best way to do that is to get a little crazy? Hmm. So, to explore this from every angle, our fire is expanded tonight. We have a very special guest with us, motivational speaker Leo. He's going to help us with this complex terrain of narcissism and mindset and the entire talk. So, Leo, your work is about helping people reclaim their mindset after it's been hijacked, which is so vital. We're thrilled to have your perspective. So, let's get into the blueprint. This fire is lit. Let's begin. How y'all feeling tonight?
I'm feeling,
Amazing.
yeah, definitely feeling good. Glad to be back. Leo, it's been a minute since you've been on with us, man. How you feeling?
Been real good, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank y'all very much for bringing me on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful.
Yes, gratitude
I know
sprinkle.
you've been in the dungeon working. So what you working on, man?
Oh, wow. Right now, I'm kind of like in a down period. I'm trying to, right now, I'm putting some thoughts together. I'm trying to put a book together that takes 2 years of research that I've done in different aspects of spirituality.
Mm,
I'm going to put that book out next year. I just recently did a rough draft on a how to invest in cryptos and also invest in the market, but using astrology to assist you in predicting the oncoming markets. Because right now, the market right now, we just came out of we're coming out of the bull run. The next bull run we're going to see is going to happen in 2030,
mm,
2029, 2030. So right now I'm putting a book together right now. I just did one not too long ago. How to do dividend investing so easy that a 5-year old a fifth grader can do it. I just did a rough draft, learn how to do cryptocurrency so easy a 10-year old could do it.
nice.
That's crazy, man. So basically right now your mindset is straight up focused.
Right.
I'm trying to dial it down because I'm trying to also change a lot of things. Like right now, with this being a 9 year, and next year we starting off again. So I'm dialing it down right now. I'm not pushing it hard because we in the fall season. So right now it's all about reaping what we've already put out there. So you're looking at probably when spring kicks off next year, I'm going to probably be real wide open for like spring and the summertime be wide open. Right now, just kind of putting ideas together, doing rough drafts right now.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. And we need that time to create, to be with ourselves, to reset. I understand that.
Definitely, definitely. Madame Amani, you making a transition in your life. What is your mindset looking like right now?
My mindset right now is I'm actually at ease because I get a lot of alone time, so I get to think a lot and um it's actually a mixture of some things. So at ease and then also kind of anxious because my kids are at home by themselves.
Right. So you have to balance that mindset out. Balance it with being on the road, focusing on that, and also back at home.
Yes.
Mm.
Hmm. That's wild. Yeah, I've been through that stage of being on the road a lot by myself and getting to know myself better. It's a good time to do that. So even though you're away from your kids, you might as well utilize that time definitely to put some self love in.
Right. Clear your mindset. That's the best time to do it. All the noise is gone. Yeah. So, what's the definition of mindset? To me, your mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself. It influences how you think, feel, and behave in any given situation. And so it means that when you believe about yourself, whatever you believe about yourself impacts your success or failure. And mindset can influence how people behave in many situations. So, what would you guys say your definition of mindset is?
Same thing, personal beliefs, handling challenges, achieving goals.
My mindset is always trying to be positive. I know it doesn't always come out that way, but I try to speak positivity into myself every day and hype myself up. Basically, I'm my biggest hype man.
I believe that. And what about you, Leah? I know you also specialize in some narcissism. What does a narcissism mindset look like?
Narcissism mindset is all about control and manipulation. That's where the narcissistic mind is at. So as we when I'm talking to people about healing narcissism is to get people's mindset to thinking that it's not an end all. It's not a boogeyman's mentality. It's not like it's happening to you. It's happening for you because there's a reason why the narcissist is in your life. It's to shake up something. It's to get you to get on path to what your soul has for you.
Mm. It's almost like a guide, a teacher to lead you.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, Leo, I know you do a lot of motivational speaking and everything, and there's a lot of people out there that need some good motivation. So, what would be a motivational quote or ideal that you would like to put into people's head today?
We all have a choice. And one of the things I tell people the most is you have a choice. You have a blank piece of paper every morning that you wake up. You can write your day. You can pretty much so take an ink pen and write how you want your day to go. Because we are divine beings. We are limitless beings. We are powerful beyond belief. Let's
Hmm.
take our powers for positivity. Don't look at what happened yesterday. That's done over. You learn the lessons. Tomorrow's just a dream. It's going to make you all anxious. Live in the present moment. That's why it's a present. It's a gift. That's what I tell people.
Mm. Present moment, stay present. And so, do you feel like narcissism or mindset is just our thoughts, or is it something more energetic?
Narcissism is energetic and is cosmic. So when we start looking at narcissism, right? Narcissism, you can be born into the narcissistic family. You can also reincarnate as the narcissist. You could have been the narcissist in the previous lifetime, and now you're the empath, or you the person that's affected by the narcissist.
Oh,
So
wow.
the end state is the narcissist is a lesson for you to learn. It's a gift. Just like when we're going through the Mercury retrograde, we're starting the day, right? We also have to look at that. That narcissist is a gift, even though many of us will look at it like, oh my God, it's the worst person on earth. They evil, they this, they that, and the third. We always have to look at it as it's a lesson. That person came into your life
Hmm.
to get you to a certain level, to shake you up, take everything from you so that you can come into your power.
Right.
I definitely believe that. I went
Mm.
through that 2.5 years ago.
Exactly. Came here to shake you up, or you would have kept hitting the same gray wall.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So, so basically, what you're saying, you can actually learn from being around a narcissist.
We can learn not so much. Let me not say yes. If you have like you may have narcissistic family members, right? and you may have been with the narcissist. I tell people, you know, I was that narcissist. I was that guy that was out in the street manipulating women, taking advantage of them, right? We have like 7 different types of narcissists. And I talk about mainly 5 of them. I talk about the covert, the overt. I talk about the malignant. I talk about the communal. And I talk about the spiritual narcissist.
Mm.
So when you get that narcissist in your life, what we'll do is we'll focus on this is happening to me. This person is controlling me. This person is, you know, not taking responsibility, accountability for their actions versus us taking a step back and say, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this person? Because like I teach people and what I talk to people about, one thing is this in this society, and when you look at social media, it does not look good when like, all right, narcissism and society loves drama. So
Mm-hmm.
when you have that narcissist, let's say you're with a narcissist, like myself, I was the narcissist, still healing narcissistic tendencies, teaching people how to heal from it. And I was given a mirror. I dated a woman who was my exact mirror that showed me that I was a narcissist and she was very narcissistic also.
Wow.
So yes, it is a lesson. You learn those lessons, but it's not something like overnight, like snap. You have to. It's gradual. It's a learning. It's a process.
So,
Right.
question. You said the word covert. That's normally like something that's being hidden or something like that, right? What do you mean when you say covert?
A
As
covert narcissist. I'm gonna make it real simple. That's that person that low key hates on you. Does that make sense?
Mm.
That's
Mm.
the low key hate. You know, it's like, hey man, they might be clapping for you a little bit. Hey man, congratulations, man. I see you doing big things on social media, but low key behind your back, like he ain't really that good. I ain't gonna support him or support her. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I put them on, you know, they need to give me the credit from helping them. That's more or less like your covert narcissist. They keep it low. Now your overt narcissist, that's that person that's just out loud. I'm gonna one up you every time. Hey, Devar, you used to drive trucks, but I was driving 2 trucks at the same time. You know what I'm
Oof.
saying? Hey, look, Lady RiZe, I see you got a podcast, but you know, your podcast, but you know, I had my podcast and I was popping. I had 10 people at one time. You know, the overt narcissist, just think of that person that just got to steal the limelight all day long. They just got to be about them. Now, what I tell people is when you're dealing with a narcissist, that's a hurt person.
Right.
They're hurt. So it goes back to childhood.
Mm.
wow.
I was just about to ask, what is the core fear inside? What happened inside that's driving that narcissism? And that's what it is, inside trauma. Hmm.
Yes.
Wow. So, Rise, back when we was in school, they used to have spelling bees, and we say that the root of words are spells. They're
Mm-hmm.
spelling spells. So, when you think of words being as spells, what do you think the first thing that people should say to themselves in the rising to get themselves in the right mindset?
Thank you. That's the first thing. You got to be full of gratitude for even opening your eyes. And then you go from there. Thank you for abundance, your health, that you could even open your eyes for another day.
They shouldn't be thinking about how bad the day might go, or those
No,
people that always say how Monday, it's Monday, stuff like
right.
that.
You do not want to start off that way because that's setting the tone for your day.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Hmm.
Practice self-awareness. Make sure you're observing your thoughts.
Yeah. So, what's one immediate action we could do to practice self awareness?
Use positive affirmations, prayer, meditate.
Affirmations. I feel like the affirmations bring me back, they always ground you.
Yeah, I would say be careful of the words that come out of your mouth. Not only that, but the thoughts that are in your head. You can't just say positive words and expect everything to go okay. You got to have positive thoughts also.
Mm-hmm.
That if y'all don't mind, I'll just jump. I can just jump in and jump in and
Jump in, man.
Oh,
We just
yeah. Yeah.
talking.
We just
oh,
talking.
I'm
Yeah.
glad y'all said that. So, like, I'm morning routine, and I teach people this. As soon as you wake up, and y'all was just saying is gratitude, have an attitude of gratitude. You know,
Mm-hmm.
wake up. First thing is just start thanking the universe, God, source, energy, whoever you give reverence to. Thank them that you're up. You've been gifted another day. one of my routines is to get up and I go outside and I touch all my plants. I touch all my trees. I walk on the grass. I thank them all for what they do. I look up at the stars, thank them, thank the moon, thank the air, because we breathing in God essence every day. We breathing in that God essence. And that's
Mhm.
things that I've started practicing doing. And there's a one quote that I tell myself all day, every day, is day by day in every way. I'm getting better and better. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. And out of each experience I go through, only good can come to me. I'm safe, I'm protected, and I'm loved.
Absolutely. Yes, I
Yeah.
love that. That's what I do too. I like to ground, get outside, connect with our nature, say my positive affirmations, get me going. And that's another thing I like to be thankful for the small things, the air, the fresh air that we breathe daily, because it's things we don't think about.
Right.
And the mobility,
Mhm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
That my fingers move, my eyes open and shut, because not everybody could see, not everybody could hear. So I'm thankful for every bit.
Yep.
Hmm.
Right.
Three gratifications every morning right here. I just
Yeah.
get up, gotta write them down. Three things that I'm grateful for.
Oh yes. Yes. Especially writing it down. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I open my eyes, I start praying
Me
Mhm.
immediately.
too.
Like, that's my first thought is to have gratitude, be thankful for the day before. I think of for each thing that I can remember that I went through, and then I think of for the day that I'm having right then. Able to breathe another day, another chance to be greater than I was the day before, because that's what you're supposed to strive for, is to be better than you were the day before, a better man, better person, better partner, better business partner, and better friend, all of that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
And so for Madame Amani, I know you went through it with the relationship. So talking about relationship mindset, how does a fear-based mindset attract toxic dynamics? How does love-based mindset cultivate healthy ones?
That is a great question. I think fear-based, if you're living in fear, then of course you're going to attract that that fear. You're going to attract people that are angry. You're going to attract people that are jealous. And then healthy relationships, you'll attract those who want to lift you up and build you, the ones that have, want to protect you, pr protect, provide, and profess.
Exactly, because that's what it is, law of attraction. I feel everything we put out into the universe is definitely coming back to us.
Right.
Yes.
It's almost like you attracting what it is that you fearing.
Right. That's why you can't put all your energy into that. So, Leo, how can someone protect their mindset when they're forced to co-parent or interact with an unhealthy person who's in a negative mindset or a narcissist, for example?
They have to work on himself. One thing that I talk to many about, and one of the books I wrote, Taking Control of Your Life, is you have to take control of you. You can't change anybody. We cannot
Mm-hmm.
change someone. It's our light that gives them permission to change.
Mm-hmm.
And again, when we won't change, it starts with us.
Right.
If you with that narcissist, you have a choice. You can either stay with them or you can leave. Now, many of us will stay with them because we got some sort of history with them. We got kids, we got a house, we just attached to them and we attached to something out of ourselves. And
Right.
I don't tell people just walk away from someone. But what I do coach them, and what I do, let's say coach and facilitate them and say, you have the power to walk away. And then the more that you love yourself, the more that you come back into the self, the more you get to see in the self, the more you get to appreciate and also accept the self, you will see things just kind of fall away and you will attract that which is for you. That's why when we talk about manifestations, people say, okay, I want to manifest the bolder shoulders, or, the female that looks a certain way. Well, you have to become that. You have to become that which you're trying to attract. You may hear somebody say, I'm trying to be a millionaire, but you have to become that. Your mindset, you have to start walking in that energy, that
Right.
frequency. You have to
Yeah.
become that. So when it comes down to those relationships, when it comes down to those dynamics, you have to first start with the self. The journey within is the journey where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful. I always say, control the controllable. And sometimes when it comes to co-parenting, you're not looking for a cohesiveness. You're just looking for uh some type of cooperation, and sometimes you got to kill people with kindness when they come with negativity, and make them realize that you're not the enemy. You're trying to um figure out a way to work with them and get
Right.
on the same page.
Right.
Absolutely.
hmm So if you're talking about a work mindset then versus a relationship, if you're at work, how can someone shift from seeing challenges or threats to seeing them as opportunities if we're shifting our mindset here?
Can answer that one. Well, let me just throw my little 2 cents out there real quick. Start your day off. How you start your day off is how you're going to end your day and going into the work environment. I had a situation when I was a healthcare administrator. My boss came in, who was also on a similar journey as myself, and said the energy feels dense in this building. And I looked at her and I said, that's because my energy is dense right now.
Mm,
Sometimes our environment is a direct mirror to how we are on the inside. As above, so below, as within, so without.
mhm,
So the more that we work on us, the more that we can use the law of mentalism to bring that unseen into the scene. How we can project, we can visualize our beautiful day. That's how you steer that tense, toxic work environment into a positive work environment. Speak it into existence. If you got to
mhm.
sit in your vehicle and say a prayer before you walk in there, say that prayer. If you got to sit there and say, I know it's going to be a beautiful day because I know we going to have fun today, that's what's
Mm-hmm.
going to happen. It's all about the intention that you set before you walk in that building.
Yeah. And those words,
Yeah.
there they go again, those spells. That's what I have to tell myself. Work flows easily for me. Work is full of joy. Work is refreshing for me because if I started off the other way, it goes that way the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And sometimes you gotta keep in mind, just piggybacking off of that, just keep in mind not to let anybody steal your joy while you're
mhm.
at work in your work environment. People are gonna come at you in different ways, but don't let people take you out of your character. Once again, control the controllable.
Mm,
Right.
yeah, perfect. So, with that, what role does humor play in building a resilient mindset? Can we really laugh our way through a challenge? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It you have
Sometimes you gotta
control over
laugh to
you.
keep from crying.
Really though.
Mm. True.
Yeah.
Just like the other day when I was at that dead end in this big ass truck, I'm like,
Let me just laugh
"Oh,
about it because either
exactly.
way, I have to back it up and get out of
Eh,
here.
I have to. Can't stay
Mm.
stuck here.
Back that ass up.
Mhm. And for
Yeah.
me, I realize that laughter, it does lighten up the situation, because screaming, kicking, yelling, cursing is not going to make it any better. It's not going to change it. So you might as well laugh at it.
If you have somebody that's in a negative mindset and then you go and speak negative with them,
Mm-hmm.
there there's not going to be a resolve. So you have to keep
Exactly.
a positive mindset.
Found myself in those types of situations too, and I think about that situation where you said you got to that dead end and you had to bag up. I have to do a restart. I'm going this direction that I don't want to go in. Let me pause for a minute, reset. Let's start this whole conversation over.
Hmm.
We going in the wrong
Mm-hmm.
direction, and that's not where I'm trying to go. You finna have my day going in a direction that I don't want to end up in. So,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And funny you say that. That's that test. We get the test, and then there's the lesson.
Right.
Mm.
mhm.
Exactly. Because we always think we have it. Oh, I got it. I got it down now. And then here it comes. Okay, here's the test. Let's see if you pass.
Right.
Right. That goes back to that audacity episode we had. You gotta pause for a minute. Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop,
Hmm.
and
Mm,
roll.
mm, mm.
Yes. Mindset hack for dealing with criticism and rejection. How do we do that without letting it derail us?
It's their opinion. It's not yours. Your opinion of yourself And I don't mean to be, just jumping out saying things. Love these type of topics. It's their opinion of you. And for many years, I used to always go into Mr. Defense mode,
Mhm.
defense and justification. And now that I know, it's like, well, that's their opinion. As long as I know who I am, then it doesn't matter what anybody say or what the situation is. As long as I know, and it's them. Let them carry that weight. It's not your weight to carry.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And
Exactly. And
then
we could
that
take
also,
criticism with an open
mm,
mind, but you don't have to. What you do with it is up to you.
right. And then that also ties into people being unique by having their own opinions, right? Not everybody's going to think the same.
Exactly.
Mhm. Yeah, and I feel like you should always control your thoughts regardless what other people think of you or what other people are saying of you. Like Leo said, it's what you feel about yourself. So what they said is just an opinion. It's okay to have critiques sometime, but you take it with a grain of salt.
Hmm.
Right. Well, then how do we deal with that family collective mindset or workplace, the impact? That's a different impact on the individual.
If y'all don't mind, I can jump on that one
Jump
too.
on in, whoever's
When
got it.
when And I'll use me for example. When I started changing my life, when I started my many different journeys, health, spiritual, finance, whatever situation may be, I lost a lot of family members. And
Mm,
that's because you're gonna lose these people because they're at a certain frequency and your
mhm,
frequency keep going up, up, up. Now, I'm not saying I'll say that to say this, and I'm gonna tie in spiritual narcissists along with that, right?
mhm.
We can't get to a point where, hey, we know all this and we think we're better than somebody else.
Mm-mm,
You know
Right,
what I'm
definitely not.
saying?
right,
So when you start, like, let's say, of a spiritual journey, I don't do a lot of things that family members may do, but I'm not separate from them because we are all part of the same tree. We're all branches of the same tree. We're all fractures of the all.
Mm,
So coming back to that, I've learned to navigate it very strategically. Like, hey, look, we got a family, like I got a family reunion coming up. I'm going to it. I'm a part of the family, but they also know, and I know how they are. They know how I am. It's peace, love, and light to everyone. It can be difficult for some because they will come down to meet the family. And,
right.
coming from a small town where I'm from, it's all about family, family, family versus, hey, you're ascending and they may not be able to come for the ride. And that's totally fine. That's what goes on right now. So I'm in that boat right now where the family and that dynamics, and as I keep learning and growing, is the integration. Is how I can keep on going, but plant those seeds,
Mm.
but still be a loving part of the family to show that I'm still a part of the family. I'm not separate from the family.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
and that part's hard. That's hard for me because I feel with my family, ever since I started my spiritual awakening, they think I'm crazy. Like, what's wrong with her? Certain things that I'm doing, they can't just respect what I'm doing. They're like, she done lost her mind.
Yeah,
I just feel like we would love for our family members to be on the same mindset and the same level as we are, but that's just not how life goes. So we respect people where they are, and they have to respect us where we are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
exactly, exactly. I don't talk spirituality a lot because it's some stuff that I know, and I know definitely. I tried that one time, and I said I better shift this conversation. I'm gonna get shot right where I'm sitting at.
You went way
Right.
over their head.
Ooh, it was getting kind of ugly. I was like, oh, I'm gonna shift that conversation. But it's the journey is beautiful, and I love family. They know, hey, Leo, I love y'all. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. I see y'all in the morning. I'm going to bed. I ain't bending corners like I used to do.
Right.
And they know it now. So he out there on social media doing his thing. So it's all about peace, love, and light.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's it.
kind of like your visions and your dreams and aspirations and things that you're working toward. They may not be able to relate to or understand, and it's not for them to understand or relate to. You just have to show them who you are and what it is that you're doing, or they just stay out of it one way or the other. You still gonna progress at what you're doing, and They can either roll with you or get rolled over, basically.
Well, what do you
Exactly.
do if, you know, they have a different mindset than you and they keep just trying to drill their mindset into your head?
You know, the best thing to do is just sit back and just say, thank you. Thank you for your opinion.
Mm,
Thank y'all for the concern. Like everybody, well, you need to be careful. Why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that? Hey, I
mhm.
appreciate you. I
Mhm.
appreciate you. And I'm one of those kind of people. They say Leo crazy. He in the woods at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Shoot, Bigfoot might jump out on him. Hey man, I appreciate y'all. You know, thank you, thank you. But here's one thing that I've come to learn. Family and people that you may know will want to keep you safe at a level at which they know how to stay safe, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Whereas, you know, you might be used to jumping off of cliffs and they used to jumping off a step. But it's just their
That's
way of trying to
true.
protect you. And just,
Mhm.
you know, it's
Exactly.
So
They can't
acceptable.
basically,
see what you see. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
right. Basically, you just got to let people talk, and you take from it what you get from it, and how what you do with that information is up to you at the end of the day, because it's your
Yeah.
life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Mhm. So what's the connection between mindset and discipline? Does a good mindset make discipline easier?
Yes. But uh, if y'all don't mind, y'all hit me on the good subjects. You know, motivation is always fleeting. You can be motivated, drink a cup of coffee, ready to go do everything. Go build a house, but motivation will leave you. Your mindset through discipline and consistency gets built. That's why there's a book that's out right now. I read this book when I started many of my journeys called The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy.
Mm.
That's a book I would highly recommend any and everyone to read that book because it tells you about the power of the subconscious mind. You can reprogram this. You can change your algorithm. Your reality is not fixed. It's fluid. You can change reality just like that. You can
Right.
change it, you
Mhm.
know. So that discipline and that mindset, it's all about the consistency. The more you work at it every day, every day, every day, every day, is how you start making that mindset, that mind stronger and stronger and more focused on the goals, the dreams, the aspirations you're trying to get to.
Mhm. I picture it with a little brain with weights doing exercises. It's the exercises for our mind that we have to do
I,
daily.
I've always looked at discipline as what creates your mindset. If you lack discipline, you're gonna have a bad mindset. If you
Mhm.
have discipline, then your mindset is gonna be a positive mindset because it's gonna be what you're aiming toward.
Mhm. Well, can we say what a healed or empowered mindset looks like for someone who has overcome abuse or trauma or even narcissism?
That's a good one. Y'all don't mind if I jump on that one real quick? Ooh, man.
Jump on it.
That I have one client, and I remember when I got her in the position that she was in, and I was kind of nervous about taking her on. She actually brought me on to be a part of a team to help her heal through a lot of things, right? Being she was in a narcissistic marriage, the whole nine, to seeing where she's at now. And she's able to go out by herself. She's able to do a lot of things versus where she could not do a lot of those things back because she didn't believe she could. It goes to that belief mindset. So if I haven't steered off course in the question that you have is you will see it in that person's energy. You will
Mm.
see it in how they walk into a room. You will see it in their aura because their aura,
Mhm.
and it will be just light. They will radiate peace. Their skin will look different. Their eyes will look different. White eyes, beautiful skin. It's all about peace, love, and light. And you will see that even when they talk, you might have met them. They might to where they talking all jipper happy. They always smiling, showing all 38s or 30, whatever they got in their mouth and everything. And you will start seeing how much more confident that they're speaking. and you would just feel that you will literally feel their soul talking to you.
Oh, I saw that
Like,
transformation happen while you were explaining it because I saw cousin go through that. When she was with a
yes.
narcissist, that abusive relationship, the whole shape of her face changed. I'm like, who
Yep,
is that?
Hmm. Yeah.
it did.
What?
And for me, I would use the word at ease. My
Mhm,
mindset would be more at ease than it used to be, because I'm more confident.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like it would be like Leo said, the aura, because it comes off of you.
Yeah.
You're just
Mm,
the frequency is different.
So one more thing, the more you heal, the more that those little triggers will come up and you go ahead and you work on them, the lighter you become. It's almost
Mhm.
like you become that feather that you're supposed to be.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Exactly. That's the first step, acknowledge it. Once you start acknowledging it, then it's like, wow, then you can take the next step and it starts feeling really good. Because that first step is hard to acknowledge, to be like, damn, I'm a fuckhead. I need to change this.
It really is
That's
because
me.
you're like, is it really me?
Right. You always want to point the finger. I feel like it was
That
so
Mm-hmm.
part.
easy for so long to project,
Ooh,
be like, it's their fault.
Yep.
yeah,
Right.
that's when I first found out I was a narcissist. Ooh, my God. Ooh.
Right. Yeah, I definitely strive to be a better man than I was the day before at all times, and I strive to get closer to the Most High. And I feel like I try to strive to be the person that He wanted me to be, the man that He wanted
Hmm.
me to be.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. My daughter I asked questions about her about manipulation. And
Mm.
she gave me the whole dirty rundown. Daddy, yeah, you still that type of person doing X, Y, Z. And you know what? Even this far along on my journey, I was like, oh. But I also had to say, you know what? I had to sit back and think, say, yep, I do those things. Is the acceptance, like y'all just said, accepting it. And it helps me to say, okay, all right, we can work on that. Yep, absolutely.
You got to
Right.
hear it.
Exactly. Once you can start to say it, it's like, wow. It sounds painful as at first. I feel like that's where that saying comes from, the truth hurts. Ouch. Girl.
Mule kick to the groin area. Oh my God, it hurt.
Truth hurts. I like that. That's what I think when I think of growing pains. You grow when it's painful. Growth is painful. It's not an easy transition in a lot of different situations. Some situations you may go through may be easier, but the hard stuff, the stuff that really makes you grow the most, is painful.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Leo for reclaiming our mindset. What is your ultimate message of hope for anyone who feels their mindset has been broken by another person?
Work to become 1% better every day. Whatever it is. Read one page a day. Walk around the house one time, then two times, then three times. Take the little steps to do things differently than you once did to become the better version of yourself.
My God.
Exactly. Yes.
That sounds
Ooh.
like building a muscle. You start off with however many push-ups you can start with, and then you work
Hmm.
your way up day by day until that muscle is as strong as you want it. But like you said, when it comes to healing, you never fully heal. You're always a work in progress.
Yes. So have to keep
Absolutely.
flexing. Yes. I love that. Well, thank you all for such a profound exchange there. I love that. And as your inner balance architect, I want to give you a tool that's effective as fuck when you're shifting your mindset. So, yeah, let's be real. Sometimes to break out of a negative thought loop, you can't just be gentle. You have to get a little unpredictable. So, when limiting thoughts pop up, I want you to go a little crazy. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to flip the switch. So crazy. First, you're going to chill and catch that thought. Oh, am I going to fail or panicking, just crashing out? Instead of doing that, chill and catch it. Relax. We were just talking about acknowledge it. Take a deep breath to neutralize the panic. Then we have to rebel with a reason. This is where you become a positive revolutionary. You have to ask yourself, says who? Where's the evidence? We have to start digging in, be our own detective. Is this thought even the boss of me? Usually it's not. Usually it's ego creeping in. Then we're going to activate an alternative. This is the fun part. We're going to deliberately come up with a new thought that is positive. If the thought is, I'm going to fail, your alternative can be, I'm going to win. I'm changing this up. I'm full of success. Success falls into my lap with zero effort. Change it up. Then we're going to zero in on Zen. Let's tap into our Zen. Find a belief that's positive. Zoom in and focus on that. Shift to calm, powerful truth like I am capable, I am prepared, and I will handle whatever comes. Then you need to yank your energy. Finally, embody it. Don't just think it. Yell yes, even if it's a whisper. Yank your energy into alignment and stand up. Do a power pose and take one tiny action that proves your new mindset is in change. Make sure you're yanking your energy from past worry into present power. And so now let's map out our energetic blueprint, the chakras and the beliefs. Your mindset isn't just in your head, it's woven through your entire energy systems. The C.R.A.Z.Y method is an energetic reset. So, Leo, you know about our chakras here. The root chakra, that's going to be for our security. So, what does that mindset look like with the root chakra?
Oh man, the base, the stability, the security. Oh wow, when I start thinking about that, it's the work that I do every day.
Mm-hmm.
That it's the work that I do every day to get towards the goals that I'm trying to get to, knowing that the goal, once you hit one goal, that's like the top of that mountain is the bottom of the next mountain. So it's to continually always build from that base and keep going, keep going, keep going.
Exactly. That's what it is, our root, our foundation. And if we're walking around with that scarcity mindset, that's what's going to come back and keep coming back to us. So we have to yank our energy into power.
I love that acronym. I need that on a shirt, a hoodie, on the front and the back. I need people to see it going and coming.
That you're going crazy, Devar. You want to go crazy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how we change that mindset. We go crazy. And it sounds a little bit crazy, but that's how we flip the switch. Change bad into good. Mhm.
Definitely. I love
Instead of
that.
really going bad crazy, we're going good crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, so then the next would be our sacral, creativity. So what kind of mindset would you have with the sacral?
Create, create, create. We creative beings.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking that unseen, making it the seen. It's like we cook every day. We think about like, man, I'm about to go here. I'm about to go ahead and cook up. I'll say gumbo. You go get
Mm,
all them ingredients, put it all together. 4 to 5 hours later, what do you have? You just
right.
created the dish. Keep yourself in a creator mindset, not a competition mindset, a
Mm-hmm.
creator mindset.
Right. Yeah, that's breaking
Sound,
free from I can't.
hmm Sounds like how I rose this morning. I had a lot of ideas flowing through my head, and I got over here with RiZe, and we went to work. We jumped in the kitchen and got to cooking for real.
Oh yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah,
It feels great.
it's just I'm always in the lab. I call it the lab. Now I'm always in the lab pulling some things together. I'm saying, oh, something about to come together. And that thought will
Exactly.
come and I'll get on Chat GPT like, hey, look, what about this? What about that? No, no, no. Don't give me that book definition. It's me and you one on one, AI to AI, mano to mano. You know this. So let's get that conversation. So when that creative mindset comes in and me and we going at it, that's when that product about to show up.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's when it happens because if you're rigid, then you're blocked. Your creative mindset is blocked. So we have to keep free and open. Absolutely.
I know it was go time when we got that phone call from Madame Amani. It's like, all right, we ready to kick it up another notch now.
Oh,
She
Hmm.
said she ready to come join the show and get this thing rolling. So she was like, "What
right.
time we recording?"
I was like, let's get on it. We in the studio. Yeah. So next, moving on up would be the solar plexus chakra, our power energy system. So this is your mindset command center, actually. And so rebelling with reason is a pure solar plexus power up, reclaiming your authority from your inner critic. So what would a blocked solar plexus chakra look like?
You letting others claim power over you. You letting others direct your direction. You
Hmm.
give your power away. You look for something external to you to approve you.
Yeah. When I think of blocked solar plexus, I think of a puppet, someone moving their arms to the strings. They don't have their own power.
That made me think of that episode of Who is the person in the mirror, where we was talking about taking our pen back, other people trying to write your narrative.
Right.
Mm.
Exactly. Trying to write your story when you're the author. The hell? So then we move up to love, the heart chakra. You're zeroing in on your Zen if it's open and more loving perspective. If your heart chakra is open, you're more loving, you feel the love, you want connection. Hmm. So, how can we change our mindset to have a clear and open heart chakra?
Learn to love yourself. Learning to accept the ugliness of yourself. We ain't gonna always be beautiful. We got to be willing to accept that, hey,
Amen.
Hmm.
you're ugly. Work on that. Fix that. You
Right.
know, it's the acceptance. Love is free. Just
Hmm.
fix you and too
Then it
easy.
comes out. Exactly.
And if you're having a hard time figuring that out, come to Soul Fire Session. Listen to all the episodes.
Right.
Download all the episodes.
Right. Because that's what we
Yes.
about, self love. Because you can't love nobody else until you love yourself. Or
Yes.
you could try. It's not going to come out right because hurt people hurt people.
Yep.
Mm,
Big facts.
absolutely.
So, yeah, then we move up to that expression, our throat chakra. That's a mindset of my voice doesn't matter if it's blocked. Your voice feels silenced. If it's clear, then you express yourself. You can activate your throat chakra with speaking your truth or a new truth or just speaking up. So, how would we clear our throat chakra when we're trying to change our mindset in a positive way?
Speak life into your day.
Hmm. Yep. Like we were saying, rise up full of gratitude. Say thank you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And speak clearly. Don't be timid. You speaking like Leo said, speaking into yourself. You want to be forceful with what you're saying and reassure other people that you mean what you're saying, and reassure yourself. You don't want to have self doubt in your voice, like you're asking a question or something. You're making a statement.
Right. This is the I am. And you are what you claim. Hmm. And then our third eye chakra, that's our intuition energy system. A clouded mindset is a blocked intuition. You can't internalize anything. Catching and chilling clears the mental clutter. So we want to chill so we can check in with our intuition, allow our inner wisdom to come through. And then finally, the crown chakra, a limited mindset disconnects you. That's our source there. We want to be connected to source. So the entire crazy process reconnects you to the playful, abundant energy of the universe. And it reminds you you don't have to take your own thoughts so seriously. So when you go crazy, you are doing more than a positive thing, transforming heavy, dense energy into light. Powerful and yes, a little bit crazy, but it's possible. So, yeah, that was great, profound conversation back and forth. Now we open up the floor to our entire community. Let's move on to our community fire. Hey, did you bring the s'mores?
Hmm.
I got the marshmallows.
I always got the chocolate.
I know. Cousin had the chocolate because the bar lacks there. All right. Leo, you got the graham crackers. We ready?
Okay.
All right. Community fire. This is where we fire off any questions you have for us. You guys can shoot us anything you have, anything you want us to talk about. Make sure you're tapping in with us. It's a community, not a click. And we will also, the live show, choose the next word, the winning word that we will play all over next week. So, yeah, how can someone use the crazy method when having a panic attack? Devar, what would you say?
um, yeah, you definitely gotta chill first and um recognize what's happening to you and take a deep breath, breathe.
Mm-hmm. Then they can activate that alternative. That's the fun part. They have to come up with a new thought and start that Zen process. Absolutely. Yank that energy back.
Yank that energy right. It's all about awareness, especially in a panic attack.
Right.
Yes.
And I think we touched on this a little bit earlier, Leo, but how would you say someone can maintain positive boundaries when dealing with difficult people, especially when healing or changing their mindset?
Know that you won't be able to change their mindset and don't react. Sit back. Know that what someone is projecting on you, it's them, it's not you. How you establish healthy, loving, respectful boundaries. Doesn't mean you have to be aggressive, walking with your chest out. Could be just a simple smile. Say, okay, thank you for your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Grateful that you gave it to me. It's easy to say, hard to do at the moment of truth.
Mm-hmm.
But if you react, you engage, you just gave them your power. You just let them just walk all over your healthy barriers and boundaries. So is
Mm-hmm.
to know that when you walking in that I am and you walking in that love, that self-love that radiates to all, love is free,
Mm-hmm.
that when that person is projecting onto you and say, hey, I appreciate your comments, love your opinion, appreciate you, thank you very much. Keep it moving.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That part, because opinions are just like assholes. Everybody got one,
Yes,
Everybody's
sir.
got
For
one.
real.
but it don't mean nothing to the next person.
Mhm. Some are just tight and some are loosey. So, Madame Amani, yes, we're coming up on that holiday season where everyone's having panic attacks, feeling stressed out. How would you say during this time would we protect our energy?
First, I would say do some research about these holidays, and then maybe you won't have to have any panic attacks.
Any stress.
Um, any
Yeah,
stress at
start
all.
there. Ask
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Ask what you're
Um,
celebrating. Start there.
e- exactly. Um, and then, speak positively all the time and sit with your thoughts. Self-awareness.
Yes, be able to sit with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Know your family. Know who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Treat people accordingly. Like my grandmama used to say, some people you got to feed with a long handle spoon. Keep them at bay.
I was just about to say that. My handle is not long enough sometimes. I'm like, can I tape a stick to the end? Oh, nice. So, yeah, we have that challenge. Your soul fire challenge this week, everyone, is to get a little crazy. Go crazy on your negativity. We're rebelling against it. So, use your crazy method on one negative thought each day. Catch it, rebel against it, set an alternative, find your zen, and yank your energy back into a new state. It's fun, it's fast, and it works. So, try it.
And I think this would be a good time to tell everybody about the merch that we got.
Oh, yes. Well, yes, you guys can always tap in, join the community. We do have our Soul Fire Session hoodies or shirts, t shirts, whatever you want. Devar's got a hat. Get your name on it, with or without the name. We have some Soul Fire Sessions acronym cards come from season 1 to keep you lit, sparking your conversations and your inner flames at all times. So yeah, let us know.
We even got the pet hoodies.
Oh yes, little Princey Pooh has a hoodie to model for y'all, so can get your pet.
What?
Can wear their self-love too. Soul Fire Sessions, we got
Mhm.
all the merch for you.
Right, right. And also, you can also donate to the Good Karma tip jar to help support the show and keep it moving, keep the lights on, and keep the fire burning. Even though we move in abundance over here, we lack nothing because our source is the Creator. We can always use some support, so we would appreciate you all if you wanted to help gain yourself some good karma.
Yeah, go ahead and drop it in that Good Karma tip jar. We appreciate you. Yeah, so as our fire settles, we share our final flames. Leo, I thank you so much for your powerful work and for being here, sharing your energy and your words with us. Do you have any final flames or final words on mindset or narcissism for us tonight?
Keep pushing forward, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm grateful for that y'all had me on this show. Thank you very much.
You're
Where can we
welcome.
find you at, Leo?
Hey, y'all can find me on YouTube, Healing Narcissism. You can find me on TikTok, same thing, Healing Narcissism. You can find me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Inner Growth Strategies. You can find me on Facebook, same thing, Inner Growth Strategies. If you check out the Beacon store, you can see all the literature that you can buy that's going to help you, and more to come in the very near future.
Perfect. Absolutely. So y'all tap in, go ahead and follow, keep up with Leo. You'll love it. You won't regret it. Madame Amani, any final flames?
Just keep practicing that self-awareness and speak positively every day as soon as you wake up.
Yep. Because your mind, it's a garden, and that's how we keep a positive mindset. You're watering it. You have to be the gardener. You have the power to pull the weeds, get the negative thoughts out, and plant seeds of empowerment. And so never give that power away. Devar, what about you? Any final flames for our listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. Control the controllable.
Hmm.
Speak positivity into yourself. Don't let nobody else control you. Write your own story, and you are what you think.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. I would say consistency beats intensity. So, yep. Thank you, Devar. Thank you, Madam Amani. And thank you, Leo. And for a deep, heartfelt conversation, I love this, sharing this crucial wisdom. Our listeners need to hear this. So I appreciate it. And if this session helped you reclaim your power, please share it with someone. Spread the flames. Spread it all over for someone who needs to hear it. And you can find us on TikTok. We're also on Clapper. We're on Instagram. We're on the podcast is on Captivate FM. So you can definitely find us somewhere on social media.
Don't forget Facebook. And Rise, you
Facebook,
got
that's
any
right.
closing words you want to throw at the people?
Don't overcomplicate it. Mindset is just practice. You don't want to overcomplicate it. You don't get fit by lifting weight one time. So you have to keep lifting your weights, keep doing your exercises. You build a strong mind by lifting better thoughts. So you have to do it over and over again.
Hmm. And include the crazy acronym into your lifestyle.
Yes, yes, activate that. We're doing our Soul Fire Challenge all week. Make sure you get crazy. So until next time, until we explore our winning word, whatever that may be, I'm Lady RiZe, followed by my co-host Devar and Madame Amani and our special guest Leo. We want y'all to keep tending to your inner flame. And remember, you are the architect of your reality. Now go get a little crazy and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a spark.